क्या बोलना था मुझे? हाँ, शर्वरी।
हाय, हेलो हेलो।
मम्मा वीडियो बंद करो। नो प्रॉब्लम। Hello people, what's up? How is your life treating you? My name is Archusha Mukherjee from KG School, and today I finally made the spinner card. I am very excited about this card, okay? Because first of all, it is a spinner card. Second of all, I'm making this card for my best friend. So she's super talented, okay? Basketball player, marathon runner, Kathak dancer, and the most classiest person on this planet. She's going to kill me for saying this on camera, and I'm not going to edit this out. So what is a spinner card? Basically, there is this character which is suspended on a string. You coil it and close the card, and once you open the card, the character spins. So it's something very interactive, and I love interactive cards. If you want to see another interactive card that I made, is the slider card with a Bahubali on a bike. You can click the link over there to find that video. Let's just dig in. Super colorful, super fun. Also wait. At the end of the video, I am giving this card to Sharvari, my friend, and it's a full candid video where you can see two girls going mad. Like when best friends meet and they go mad, you can actually see us going mad over that card. By the way, she's very pretty, so you want to stay till the end. Without any further ado, let's just go. To start off, I'm going to take this orange cardstock, which is 15 centimeters by 21 centimeters. This is going to be the background of the spinner. I'm going to create an ombre effect using Fancy Fuchsia and Fall Fiesta Artistry ink by Shilpi. I'm using these colors because they are going to give a pop. And it looks really nice. I love the color combination of orange and pink in clothes as well as paper. Now with a very light hand, I am doing circular motions and trying to cover up the page. You can see that it looks a little blotchy and it doesn't look like it's blending, but trust me, once the ink dries, it looks beautiful and seamless, and it looks like a beautiful sunset from pink to orange. I'm gonna heat set this using my heated craft tool. This is a new tool in my craft space. So this is going to be a trifold card. So I'm creating the back of this card, which is 17 centimeters by 21 centimeters. Now I'm going to score at 15 centimeters and create a flap. And I'm going to attach my orange cardstock onto it. Now I'm going to create the other side of the trifold card. This one is going to be a thin strip because the face of the card will be created separately. I will attach this to the other end of the flap that I created earlier. It is pretty self-explanatory if you just follow the video. Also, I forgot to mention, I did add little water droplets onto my orange cardstock to create that bleachy effect. I couldn't capture it on camera. So the spinner element is a marathon runner because my bestie covers a lot of marathons. The tricky part here is that both the images have to be a mirror image of each other, and there's no issue if you don't get this perfectly. I did not get it perfectly, but looks kind of cool. Doesn't make a difference if it's not exact replica. If you have stamps and coordinating dies, then it makes it much easier, but I did not have them, but I tried making up for it. The color that I'm using today, the pens, are Eco Brush pens by Art Lounge. All the details of the pens will be mentioned below in the description box. Also, the main tricky part for this will be when we cut it out. These are the details of all the colors that I've used. I will be specifying which color goes where in the description below, so you can just check it out for more information. And I think I missed out on one color which I'm going to add later. Yeah, there. Okay, now the tricky part is cutting this exactly same. Fuzzy cutting it with a little border around and having the same shape and size was difficult, but I managed. Now, how does this spin? So I've just taken a dental floss and I'm attaching it behind with scotch tape and lots of glue. I have taken liquid glue because it gives me the freedom of movement and it does not stick immediately. And this is a demo of how this will actually work. You can use a normal thread. Just make sure that it is some strong tensile element so that it doesn't break. Now assembling all of this. To create the face, I have cut out this window and my element will be spinning in there. But there are two of these. So there is another one onto which I have already attached my thread using just scotch tape, nothing else. And another demo of how this will work. I'm going to sandwich the thread between the two windows to give it more strength. Again, as before, I'm using liquid glue because it manages if you make mistakes. And I make a lot of mistakes, so this helps. Okay, this paper I'm really excited about. This is a very old paper stack that I had from DCWV, and it covers dates, months and festivals that come around that year, that time of the month. And the name is the Year Round Stack. I really like it. It's very bright and really cool paper. And it's A4, so I kind of like it. It's not very big, not very small. The paper that I opted have numericals because marathon is about covering kilometers, so I wanted something to do with numbers, so I chose this. If you can see now, the window that I cut out using this paper is a little small because I wanted a yellow background around it. Here I'm sticking the final flap with multimedia glue because I wanted more strength. Just aligning it and flipping it over to create the window. And the main part of the card is ready. Here's another demo of how it will work. You just coil it and close the card, and once you open it, it spins for them. Now for the sentiment. The message that I wanted to write was keep smiling because it is a pun between smiling and covering miles. Again, I'm using my white. Now I really have started liking this effect of white on black, and it's so easy to create. Now today I'm going to do something new, that is heat embossing, and I'm really excited because I've just done it once before off camera. Just bear with me if I make a lot of mistakes. I do not even have any sticky ink, so I'm just using Versacolor in the color white. And the other powder that I'm using is yellow as well as pink, and this is by Colorbox, and it is a scented embossing powder and smells great. The clear stamp is by Itsy Bitsy, and I'm gonna go for this star, and let's see what happens because I'm not really habituated with doing this. So I'm gonna stamp this star quite a few times and alternatingly use yellow and pink, and see how it turns up. I really like that yellow and pink because it's not very girly, it's not very sporty, it has a balance. And isn't this the best sight to see when all of that embossing powder melts and it creates this seamless effect? I love watching that on camera as well as watching it live in front of you. Okay, sticking everything with foam tape to give it little dimension, and the card is ready. Love the color combination of orange and pink and the pop of the cardstock as well as the printed paper. These are a few close-up shots. No, don't leave yet because there's a funny video at the end when I give this card to my best friend. Stay tuned. Oh my god!
Oh, nice.
See, this is me running. Yay! Keep smiling. So cool. अभी अंदर देख, बेस्ट अंदर है.
ये अच्छा नहीं है.
It is so funny. हम लोग.
Turned your hair on the wrong side.
Thanks, Archie. I love this. Happy Glide. You're not a good dancer, okay, Archie? I know. I'm an average dancer. Shit, but right?